here's the world champion, Camden Riviere, the 2016 world champion. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Unbelievable things.
Okay, good afternoon all. We are here at Prested Hall for the third day of the Real Tennis World Championship 2022. Joined with me today, we have Chris Lintott. Hello, Chris.
Lewis, hello. Thank you for letting me into the secret den hidden away here in the bowels of Prested. But what a treat to be back for a third competitive day of this championship. Been out chatting to people, and people are sort of excited and nervous, I think, let alone the players.
Absolutely. There's a lot of tension in the air. Obviously, we've got a lot of Rob Fahey supporters here at Prested Hall. Those guys all very keen to see him get off to a good start today and see if they can make a good match-up. Whilst I'm sure Team Camden will be pretty keen to make today as quick as possible. Looks like we've got Alistair with us now.
Welcome to day 3 of the 2022 World Championship. My name is Alistair Hurley. I'm the chairman of the Australian Real Tennis Association, and I have also the honour of being your MC today. I want to give we really thank you for your support of this event. I want to give a big welcome to everybody all around the tennis world who are watching this stream late at night in Australia. We hope you're going to enjoy a great match today. We've been treated to 2 fantastic days of tennis by both Rob and Cam, and so can we just put our hands together in appreciation of those 2 players. Although this has been an amazing week, it has also been accompanied by the ongoing mourning for the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. We do have a condolences book here in the club. If you haven't signed that book, we'd encourage you to do so, and we will be handing on the condolences book to His Royal Highness Prince Edward after the championships. But please be upstanding as we have a minute's silence and reflection. Thank you. God save the King.
God save the King.
Now, to the match. The World Championship, as you know, is the best of 13 sets. But the first player to win 7 sets becomes World Champion. Camden Riviere currently leads by 5 sets to 3. In terms of housekeeping rules for the match itself, obviously, if you haven't done so already, please turn your phones to silent and no flash photography during the match. Please stay in your seats during points, and if you do need to move from your seats, only do so when the players are changing ends. Cheering is absolutely encouraged, but absolutely only when the point has finished. So please do your best to hold your cheering and clapping until you're sure the point is over. If you do need to find the bathrooms, they're in the club, and there's also additional bathrooms outside. If you do need help with anything, we've got our ambassadors here who can help you. You can find them, they're wearing white shirts. And finally, if we do need to leave for any reason during the match, for those of you in the top galleries, you leave by the exit which you came in. For those of you in the side galleries here and in the dead-on, you'll leave by the rear exit there. And for those of you behind the back wall, in the glass area, you leave through the bistro and out that way. Now, at the end of the match today, we will be getting you onto the court for the presentations, so watch for the instructions about that at the end of the match. Now, to our officials. Let me introduce our Marcus assistant from Wellington, Danny Jones. And our marker from Seacourt, doing his 9th World Championship, Andrew Lyons. Our challenger from Aiken, South Carolina in the United States, former world champion and current world #1, Camden Scott Riviere. From Hobart, Tasmania in Australia, Robert Leo Fahey. That's all the formalities. The players will now have a brief warm-up and the match will get underway. Good luck to you both.
Huh? If anything happens, just get ice. Just get ice and you can come over if you need to. Yeah. Right. Thank you, sir. Let's get on.
So just as the players warm up here at Prested, some recapping maybe. So we saw a wonderful first day on Sunday with Rob edging into the lead twice in the first and third sets, to the surprise and joy of the Prested crowd, and Cam pegging him back into rather more one-sided sets to 2-all. And then Cam looked pretty much in control on Tuesday evening, taking the first 3 sets and 4-love up in the fourth, on course for what would be an unprecedented, a 6-2 lead that had never been overturned. And then everything changed, Lewis.
It did. It's sort of out of nowhere, to be honest with you. Like you say, Cam looked like he was about to steamroller Rob in that final set of the day on day 2. 4-love up, looking very confident, moving very well. Rob was struggling a little bit. It looked like with his feet, or changed his shoes at one stage earlier in that
He was
day.
stamping around and looking like, for the first time, that he was uncomfortable on court. And then he won a few points. And as all real tennis players know, momentum's everything in this game.
Absolutely. I think he sort of unleashed a little bit, so started opening up, attacking the ball, particularly from the return of serve, hitting a lot of dead-ons, getting a few racket errors from Camden. And I think, like all true champions, once he sniffed out that he had a bit of a chance to sort of stay in it, he managed to get all the way back to 5-all. and then I think defended a few set points at some stage on the way, and then managed to get over the line to get that 8th set.
Yeah, he was 40 love up and Camden saved 2 set points, and there was this wild rally, which if you haven't seen on Twitter and didn't see live on Tuesday, it is there on the feed. You can use the hashtag RTWC2022 to find that, and also to keep in touch with us. We've got a tablet open, and we're looking forward to hearing where in the world you're watching what should be a fantastic day's tennis. I'm pretty sure Rob will have done as little as possible yesterday. I don't know if he practiced, but if you were Camden, what would you think you would have worked on yesterday?
Oh, good question. I guess by the end of the day, the big thing that changed was that serve of Camden's was being dealt with a lot better by Rob. So I don't know whether he'll be trying to serve something slightly different, or whether it's just a case of tightening up that serve he was using. We saw him hitting a lot of bobbles from quite wide out. And certainly early on in the day, on the day 2, he was having a lot of success. Rob boasting a lot of things out. Camden, stopping Rob from forcing, hitting those aggressive cut volleys that were working really well on day 1. So maybe that serve's run its course, or maybe he's just got to change it and sort of adapt to tighten it up a little bit again. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think for me that's the biggest thing that might need adapting. Yeah,
I think that's right. I think the Camden serve on the first day, I don't know whether it's nerves or adapting to Prested, of course, because it's a different court, that, especially with that glass back wall, which does make a difference when you're serving onto it. Things were just slightly loose, and it was allowing Rob in the sets that he won to punish them. How much of a difference? This is day 3. They've been playing with the same balls since Sunday. People have been talking online about them softening and maybe opening up Rob's railroad or so on. Do you think that's much of a factor?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, some courts take a railroad better than others, and with this glass back wall, it's not the easiest to get it kicking back. And at this level, you've got to get it tight to that wall. Otherwise, they're going to be able to force. They're going to be able to put you under pressure. So it'll be interesting to see whether today we do see some more railroads, whether the players deem it sort of successful enough and easy enough to get it to sort of kick back for the outlay. We saw some stats. Giles Doy on Instagram.
Winning Gallery on Instagram, if you want to find it. Yeah.
At Winning Gallery. Shout out to Giles, did some good stats for us, and we saw that Rob was winning quite a lot of points from the receiver's end, but very few on his serve, which, as the keen fans at home will know, generally you want to be at the service end. That's when you win most of the points. It was kind of the opposite for Rob, and that makes me think that maybe serve-wise, if he can get that arrow working, get a few free points, put Camden under some pressure, if he can win a few more points from the service end as well as the receiver's end, maybe that'll be enough to sort of turn the tide his way.
And I have to say, the crowd here are anticipating this, and if Rob gets into this first set, it's going to be pretty loud. As we're about to find out, Rob to serve, start day 3 of the 2022 World Championships.
Here we go. Oh, maybe not.
Or not.
We've jumped the gun a little bit there.
That's right, yeah. I thought we'd managed that, and then I thought that was the worst serve he could have started with. But, I mean, you grew up here, you learnt the game here. People talk about Prested stripes and so on, but what are the keys to playing on this court? It's dealing with that back wall. What about the rest of the court? The Penthouse seems to play fast and fair. What would you be advising, say, a new pro coming here to play for the first time to look out for?
Yeah, so I've had a couple of hits on the court recently. Obviously, it's I'm getting on a bit now, Chris. So it was a fair while ago that I was playing here as a junior, but in my hits the last few days, that the roof, as you noted, is sort of actually coming through quite quickly. It's skidding forward quite a lot, but I think when the ball's on the floor and off the concrete walls, it slows down quite a lot. So it's not a quick court in that sense. So that's sort of a big factor. And then both Rob Schenkman and I in day 1 and 2 have picked up on the ledges to the galleries, the dead on the grill, quite high. So compared to your average court, that makes those openings slightly smaller. So we see at times these rallies, one of the players goes to finish it with a gallery or hit a dead on, and then it just misses low, and then that point's still going. So that's definitely a factor that these guys, by now I'm sure, will be getting used to. But it does change the way people play. The size of the openings is quite a big factor for someone like Rob that is known for hitting targets regularly.
Yeah, it means, I think, that it's more of a conscious choice for them, isn't it? Normally you sort of hit towards that gallery, you expect to hit the gallery, and it's either a good low shot or the gallery. They're kind of having to choose between the two things here. Rob was hitting, particularly on day one, has been hitting a lot of last gallery chases and long chases to get away from the hazard end. Camden not so much trying to put a good chase down on the floor, but then Rob's also been content to let Camden take those chases.
Yeah, I think when we look at previous World Championships, Camden was having a lot of success cutting balls into the corners, and we go back to Newport the year he beat Rob. He was cutting the ball into the corners with a lot of success, but this time around he's been opting to drive the ball quite a lot. So Rob serving, Cam turning inside that ball and then driving sort of low back wall, maybe into the nick, getting chase 6, last gallery, somewhere around there. So still difficult for Rob to beat by chipping a gallery, but not quite as good a chase as he was.
Right, and often to Rob's backhand corner as well, so driving down the line more or less because he's turned around. Now, okay, the crowd are ready, the players are ready, the marker's ready, we're nearly ready. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Players are ready. Receiver leads by 5 sets to 3 in the best of 13 sets. Set 9, love all. Chase better than second gallery.
First change up from Camden there, going straight with the force that he turned in on instead of a cross court.
Nice aggressive shot there. It's clearly decided he wants the serve regardless of how the game starts. And we'll get an answer pretty soon to that question of what serve he's going to come out with today.
Absolutely, yeah. Like we say, is it going to be a change-up? Is it going to be the same thing? I mean, let's not forget, he did the large majority of success.
He did. Yeah, it's just hard to remember that with Rob's last set win. Here we go. See what he's got.
Both players looking pretty calm, pretty good to go.
15 love, 5-yard chase.
Got under that one too well.
Yeah.
Stuck it straight out of the court.
Too much time. Oh, that just snuck across.
Giving himself that short chase. Long chase, sorry. That is the serve we saw coming.
That's right, perfect length, wasn't it? Rob could only really scoop it back and Camden
boasting
the point.
it out, Camden finishing that one there perfectly.
Interesting, different serve, different length, same result. Rob having to feed that to Cam and Cam being able to finish the point off.
Yeah, it looked like Rob a little bit of an uncomfortable volley there, just about able to volley it, but certainly not a attacking classic Rob Fahey volley that's going to really hurt Cam. Cam looked pretty comfortable with that next shot and he's got himself a game point.
On worse than 6.
Chase in the game.
Dead in the corner. First blood to Camden. Important game that, I think. It's all about momentum here, and it's about doing what he did on Tuesday and keeping the crowd quiet, getting on top of their champion.
Oh, it's a great get from Rob in the corner. And he's read Cam perfectly there with the boast, sending it cross court. Cam had no chance of getting that one back.
15 love.
Classic Fahey, backhand down the line to the winning gallery.
Yeah, it wasn't going anywhere else from the moment he hit it, and crowd enjoyed that one.
Mr. Lintop doing the stats for us today.
Yes, that's one winning gallery so far, Lewis. That's
down.
one.
Good stuff.
Chase the line, 30 love.
Rob's still playing those balls down to Camden's backhand. Again, a tactic we see an awful lot of against the left-handers. He's got very good at that over the last few years playing for Gona and Camden.
Happy to do it more than once as well.
Line in the second gallery.
Playing for chases. Got two.
Yep.
Getting at the service end.
Yeah, good tennis. Gets him the serve. Gives him control.
Gives us a chance to do our first shout out of the evening. So to Leamington Tennis Court Club, we've got member James Statham. It's his birthday today and has been let by his lovely girlfriend Pav to go to the club, watch some of the tennis on the stream. Shout out to him and everyone watching there. I hope you're enjoying the tennis, and I hope Chris is looking after the club for us.
We'll be back soon.
13 love receiver, chase the line.
A bit of pace from Fahey. That's what won him that last set for me. So
yeah.
Interesting to see he's coming out with that now.
40 love, second gallery. And again.
The uncharacteristic miss from Camden there.
Yeah, he was slow to read it there. It took him almost as if he was concentrating on defending the forehand. But 1-1.
There we go. Early game for Rob there. Can he use that momentum like we say? Just off the crossbar, not quite in.
No, just missed it.
Beautiful whip from Fahey there into Cam's forehand. Even Cam struggled to get that one out.
Nope.
Looked down to me in fairness, but
yeah, we've got the advantage of a big screen right in front of us.
Slightly funny look from Cam to the marker, but you know, it's pretty tight.
Yeah,
good cut from Rob.
Yeah, that going back to that force that nearly went into the dead on. Some of those, the pace of those shots from Rob and in particular is difficult to read on the stream. But I've been in the side gallery for the last first 2 days of the match, and some of those hit the dead on before you've even seen them.
It's an absolute rocket, isn't it? It's amazing Cam gets as close to it does for an event, but I think we saw him have a lot of success at the Queen's World Championship, you know, when he won it back, and also the end of day 2 event.
Worse than 3.
That's a great return. Just waited for that to come round and off the wall and hit it low with cut. Absolutely beautiful.
Chase 4, 30 love.
the first time, hit it the second.
Absolutely.
Brilliant shot.
Trademark Fahey.
I was just thinking before that how well Camden was moving Rob around the court, corner to corner to corner, but you can't give him time and expect him not to hit that.
Yeah, clinical from Fahey there. Turning inside that one again, not quite finding the dead on, but that's that sort of chase we were talking about, slightly long chase, and gets up the service end.
And you notice with those that Rob's not even moving for them. He's just happy to give Camden that shot, save his energy, take the points he can win.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a good return of serve specialist. That he's not going to mind being down that end too much. Some players really struggle down there, but he's got an answer for a lot of Cam serves and has a lot of success from that.
So Camden ahead by nose. First chase is 4.
Straight force and chase 4. I mean, you don't see that too often. It's risky strategies. If he misses, that's going to lose the chase all day long.
Yeah,
but
serve was there to be hit though.
Just doesn't miss, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Better than second this time.
Lost the chase.
Just lost it. Yeah.
40-30, server.
First fault of the afternoon.
Good serve and a very clinical finish. Can find that grill with some success so far.
Yeah, that's right. And puts him 2-1 ahead.
There's another one. He's playing well, reading that return well, and being a bit more clinical than he was on day one, certainly with that backhand down the line.
Rob decides not to give him the backhand. He must have heard you rewarded with the transfer of force to the dead on his second of the day.
Good heat again from Fahey. It's a consistent theme we're seeing more and more of, getting rewarded for good forcing.
Points can go quickly when he's playing like that as well. You can lose 2-3 points in the matter of seconds.
Absolutely.
Cool. 30 all.
Just out of court, that one, 30 all. Occupational hazard of being a spectator up on the top here at Prested. You've got to pay attention.
That just rolled off the back glass there. That was right in the nick. Stayed low.
30.
Great shot from Fahey.
Yeah, crowd really getting into this now. That's juice.
Nice for Fahey to win this game, stop Camden taking a 2-game lead. Slightly different serve there from Cam.
Yeah, he's mixed it up a bit. getting right into the corners, Cam, together. You can see it really well from this angle, but he's having to reach right down and just send the ball cross-court. But put Rob under pressure and got his point.
Yeah, fantastic rest there.
Yeah, he did well to hang on in that game. Took Fahey's aggression and turned it back on him. 3-1 to the server.
Yeah, Camden pulling ahead a little bit there. Rob's going to need to start pulling something out of the bag pretty soon.
Yeah.
Stop this set running away from him. Awkward serve.
15 love. Has the second gallery, 15 love.
Gets the chase anyway. There's definitely more variation on this serve from Cam than we saw on Tuesday. Is that lack of control, or do you think it's deliberate? Is he mixing it up?
I think he's trying to do a few different things here. We've got some high stuff, we've seen some sidewalls. Yeah, I think it just keeps Rob guessing a little bit. Doesn't then get into too much of a rhythm. Wow, what great retrieving from Camden there. Rob absolutely ripped the ball into Camden's forehand. He managed to get back there and deal with it. Incredible retrieving.
Yeah, I mean, Camden game plan is keep the ball in play, let the other person make a mistake. It's working.
Working with quite a lot of success so far today, but Rob getting the better of that one, getting a second chase.
Yeah, we're not seeing. There was a period on Tuesday where Rob was making unforced errors. We're not so much seeing that today, there, but he is being put under pressure in these longer rallies.
Yeah, absolutely. Camden doing a good job of keep getting the ball back in play, making Rob keep working, and it's working well for him.
Hazard second gallery.
Nice way to win a hazard chase.
41, chase better than second gallery.
Oh, wow. It's a better way to win a chase than the winning gallery for Rob. It's 15-40.
Definitely winning the winning gallery stat count so far today.
Yeah, that's his third. Oh, what great movement from Rob to get across there.
Believe it or not, he is 54 and still moving fantastically. Great effort from him.
He's mentioned that a few times during the course of this week. But 30-40, big point coming up. Oh, how unfortunate was that? So nearly into the grill. And Camden keeps an eye on it, takes advantage. 4-1 lead.
There's a bit of a question mark here whether that ball was in or not.
Well,
Definitely came off
Danny
the
Jones,
left
who's the
edge.
marker's assistant, is right there.
It can't be any better spot to see it.
Yeah.
4-1 Camden pulling away a little bit again.
Now can Rob use that? Give himself that extra half yard of pace he needs.
A little bit of good fortune from Camden there, that ball popping over the net. Hopefully Rob can contain his frustration and use it to his advantage rather than let it.
When you're 4-1 up, these things all never happen to you. When you're 4-1 down, it happens all the time. Rob's got to use his experience here, which of course he's got plenty of. I think he's just got to do what he's done in the past in this match and elsewhere. Slow the things down, not mind too much if the first serve is risky and causes a fault. Take his time to sort of slow the momentum and find time to find an answer to Cam's retrieving and pressure.
Absolutely. Looks like we've got a first couple of tweets in. Our former commentating partner, Rob Schenkman, looks like he's trying to prove to his dad that he's actually working. He's got a laptop, a notepad, and the stream on, most importantly, in the background. So hello to Rob.
And an old school calculator. Yeah, read that, called it, was in position, and then it was almost a worse shot than he was expecting, I think. So he sort of had to reach forward for it, and it's cost him.
Showing a bit of frustration there as well. Better than the last to beat. Can he stem the bleeding here?
What a time to hit a winning gallery.
A really nice shot from Cam. He read Rob's shot very well there and punished it.
Enjoyed that.
Great defence from Cam, forcing the error from Rob there.
Yeah, so that's 5-1, and we're seeing what we haven't seen in this challenge before, which is a frustrated champion.
That one just dips into the grill. Camden certainly knows where that is now. He's finding a lot of grill action at the moment.
Yeah, so that's the fourth or fifth point where we've had serve, return, grill.
The Prested crowd willing Rob on here. Desperate for him to make this close. One for Drew there.
Yeah, and Rob's very happy for Drew to take that one. Buys a bit more time.
Make him earn his money.
breath. Yeah, well, that too. He's doing a superb job with his scuttling around.
A couple of cut volleys there that Camden struggled to deal with.
Yeah, it was a slower one that time, I think. Almost fooled Camden with the pace, I think.
It's that heavy ball that Rob hits. Unlucky, hit the.
So that's what? Two dead on bandos, one that nearly went in the grill, couple for Camden off the net. Yeah.
I mean,
these are the shots you remember later on.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the winning gallery to end the previous game that we're just seeing there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to feel that Rob's going to need a little bit of good fortune on his side, not working against him if he's going to get back into this from 5-3 down. But as we said, momentum's a big thing. Maybe that'll change shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a set at a time, isn't it? He's got half a yard here. If we can get back into this one, put some pressure on.
Half a yard.
Absolutely. volley.
Okay, 30-15. Chase is worse than last. Rob
15, worse than
needs to get this
second
from
gallery.
somewhere.
Cam's turn. Working well into that corner.
30 all.
Taking cut nicely.
Oh, straight into the dead on. Well, you can't say he didn't work for that one. That was an amazing rally. And best rest of the day, and it takes Camden to set point.
Practically speechless from that one. All defence from Camden. Maybe a little bit of good fortune there, but incredible shots and defence.
Oh, what a way to lose a set. Oh, it's a chase, of course.
Might have just rolled and been a chase there. I think Rob
Yeah.
thought that Cams was in the dead on. That then hit Bando onto the penthouse. Rob had his shot to finish the point, hit the ledge of the winning gallery. So he's hit ledge of grill, Bando of dead on twice, and ledge of winning
There
gallery.
we go, we
now.
get to see it again here.
Look at this one, just pops off.
Oh,
and
it's
then
so close.
And then the ball just rolls there.
He does miss
Stays
it, that's
very
right.
low for a chase. He's going to be feeling a little bit hard done by at this stage, I think. Rob.
Well, he might feel hard done by, but he's got to beat worse than 5 to stay in this 9th set of the challenge. Camden to serve.
He's not out of it just yet. Here we go.
Good serve, punished.
Really good serve from Cam, and then it just rattled around the corner. I think landed in the nick of the main wall there. So a little bit of good fortune from Rob there.
Juice.
Another grill, slotted it in there. Great defence. He knows these forces are coming now.
Yeah, that's the shot of the day. Early on day one he was missing those. They're now all going straight in the middle. Rob wins a chase. It's of course a second set point for Camden to take a 6-3 lead if he can pull it off, but Rob is battling hard. That frustration seems to have evaporated a bit. He's moving smoothly, hitting the ball. Yeah.
Chase there, commonly known between the sort of Prested crowd as the Big Fat Green.
Yeah,
So
the BFG.
The BFG, more than he are worse than last gallery here. The stripe lines is the big green line, the BFG, Big Fat Green.
Can't quite see that catching on at Queen's, can you?
Possibly not, but that's a Preston thing.
Yeah, wins the chase.
Very well played from both players there. Cam tried to keep it tight, but Rob's a specialist. That backhand down the line is one of his fortes. Another nick, rolled. Not much Rob could have done about that one.
Short chase then. Got it. got it the second time. That's his first grill of the set, and it puts him advantage up, trying to cling on in this 9th set, first of the day.
Very good defence from Camden. That ball for Tamba did well to get that back, but Rob punished the next one straight back in out the grill.
You were muttering under your breath that he should have hit the grill the first time, but
I think it's always a shock when Rob doesn't. You know, you get a sitter like that, and you expect someone of that calibre to put it away, but you know, certainly he did in the second time. So fair play.
Chase 4.
I think the chase is, we're not seeing it on our screen, maybe you are. I think it's chase 4.
Lost the chase.
Lost it.
Lost the chase, but
So
that's the juice.
That was very close.
Right at the body. Good pace. Again, nearly got it, but can't quite get that one over.
It's almost straight at him, wasn't it? He was if he'd
Right
been,
at the chest.
And there it is. Rob wins that game. It's only 2-5, but that will have given him a lot of confidence.
Big
I
boost
think.
there.
Yeah.
Saved a couple of set points there. I hear the crowd really enjoyed seeing him win that one. Yeah, another bander. Top edge. He's had, I think, 3 of those now.
That's right. Yeah, all different. He's nearly got the full set. He's got the one that bounces down, the one that bounces round the court. He needs one that goes into the forehand corner.
Or into the dead on. Sure prefer that one.
There you go. You sure he can't hear you?
I should be on a coaching fee at this rate.
Look, if your coaching is just telling Rob Fahey to hit main wall forces into the dead on, I think you'll do all right. Camden pulling ahead in this game again. Second serve coming up. Score is 15 all and there's 1 chase. Yeah, he sort of relaxed there, didn't he?
And it looked like it was going to go out of court, and one of Rob stopped a little bit, and then you know, Cam didn't hit his best put away I've ever seen, but it was enough.
Faults creeping into Cam's serve now. Oh, great forcing. He's just making Cam go for those. They're straight down the middle, aren't they? Yesterday, on Tuesday, he was hitting the corners. Today, they're down the middle, and Cam's making errors.
Yeah, that was sort of a high loopy, a little bit out of reach, awkward one.
That's a shot. Third set point up for Camden Riviere, and he will be attacking worse than the door to win it.
Yeah, really good drive under the grill there. That's the concrete part of the grill. Ball reacts slightly differently to the glass. It kind of reacts more like a normal court as such, and that one there stayed very, very low. Not much Rob could have done. As soon as that had gone past him, he's not picking that one
Receiver
up.
leads 40-30.
Set point.
40-30 receiver, worse than the door.
Saved. Juice.
Good serve, and Railroad no less. We'll
Yeah.
see a few more of those throughout the day. Who knows?
Nice to have that in your locker to pull out at set point down, isn't it?
A Fahey Railroad, yeah, absolutely. Oh, classic 1-2. Rob's turn to turn the tables there.
Yep.
Good serve, and then with his next shot finds the grill. Very well played.
Serve is advantage.
And Camden, when his hits the bando, it's dipped straight into the dead on. Perfect judgment.
Yeah. Rob just stared at it on the ledge as well.
Fantastic rally.
Yeah, another good rest there.
Rob working Camden there. Camden running corner to corner. That last one just too tight for him to get
Serve
out.
is advantage.
Let's see if he can get out of the game. No chases. Yep. Takes a moment. Thinks about his serve.
Looks like he's stretching out that calf a little bit.
And another game goes in Rob's column. 3 games to 5 in this 9th set test of the day. So we've gone from 5-1 to 5-2 to 5-3.
Slightly loose return of serve from Cam there. Overhit cut volley. And yeah, Rob managed to get another game back on the board.
Western last gallery.
Definitely Rob's noticing his calf there, isn't he? Sort of took half a step towards that one from Cam, though he's been leaving those for the whole match, letting Camden have those long chases.
Try Camden. Good shot. 15 love.
Lovely shot from Camden. You don't sort of necessarily associate Camden with hitting winners so much, but when he goes to them, he's very accurate. Not necessarily as hard as the other players, but doesn't miss them often.
Top of the grill there.
15-30.
Yeah, good return though.
Very good return, good cut volley.
Stayed high, got everything on top of it.
Landed sort of in the crease between the main wall and the floor, and Rob seemed to read it all right, but not quite well enough to get that one over the net.
3rd game in a row, Camden's had set points. In this case, he's got 2 more of them to add to the 3 he's already had. What can he do? It's worse than first, this chase.
Go Camden. Serve leagues 40-15. Worse than last gallery.
Not sure that's the right chase, so we'll see what happens.
On the chase.
Doesn't matter, Rob puts it away in the last. Set point number 5 coming up.
30-40. Out court.
Saved, out court. We're back to juice. Tell you what, he looks like he's having more fun now than he was 20 minutes ago.
He just, a player like him just loves the competition, loves it.
And he hits the dead on. No bando in that one.
Steps up when it gets tight.
That's a great shot. Low, cross-court, unplayable more or less.
Just crept over the net. I thought it was going to go into the net, to be honest, and it's dipped over.
He had his racket right underneath it just to give it enough to get it over. That's a great point from Cam. A couple of those retrievals in the corner, just I thought the ball was dead. Everyone in Prested thought the ball was dead apart from Camden, and it brings in yet another set point, number 6. Straight in the grill to win it, and that is a crucial point. Camden
very excited. I think he knows how important that point is. Clearly very happy to get over the line. It felt for a while like he just couldn't, Rob was stopping him getting that set, but
it suddenly went tense, didn't it? At 5-3 and juice, I think you could feel that people thought Rob was back.
Still to believe, but Cam now just one set away from the championship.
And clearly knows it too. He's enjoying this. Rob taking a deep breath. He's got to refocus, see what else he can do.
Last gallery, 15 up. Last.
Getting used to this. That's another grill later in the point. Camden looking comfortable.
Yet another grill. Camden has firmly found his target hitting, finding that grill with great regularity.
Yeah, it's the grill in particular. From the first set, he hit it 5 times to Rob's 4, but Rob hit 8 other openings, 3 winning galleries, 5 dead on Camden just 4 times. So that Camden shot to the grill is, I think, so far the play of the day. That's going to be people's memories of today if it stays like this. And he's raced to a 40-love lead in this, the first game of the 10th set.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, he's serving very well still. Quite commonly seeing a tight serve from Camden. Rob does well to get it back, and Camden finds the grill to finish the point.
Chase the last gallery.
Very good finish from Rob there.
40.
Just missed the timbre, but that'll do. That's perfect.
At this level, it's as good as hitting the timbre, to be honest. A fine miss like that sends the guy the other way.
Every game, Camden takes the lead, and then Rob fights back.
I'm going for a couple of dead-ons there.
Yeah, it's juice.
And here we find ourselves at juice.
was a loose shot that he sort of let rip and opened up. And
It was Bando, in fairness, top of the Bando, but yeah, not necessarily his normal style of play. Normally, you sort of see him driving that ball for a nick or hitting it, into ball into corner, make Rob run for it. But I think quite keen to win that first game and get off to a start in this set.
missed it again. Can I go in?
That one was in.
That was in.
In, popped out the net.
Going so fast I didn't see it.
Receiver. Second gallery advantage.
And we see Camden getting a chase, and we've got a change of ends. Another shout out. We've got Victoria Scott watching again from Philly, her apartment in Philly, watching it on the monitor, avoiding doing any work by the sounds of it. So I hope you're enjoying the coverage.
This definitely counts as work. Studying the game like this, I think this definitely counts. Whatever you're supposed to be doing, should be enjoying whatever sets remain of this fascinating contest.
You've heard it here first. You've got a free pass from Chris Lintott. If anyone asks his credentials, he's got a blue tick on Twitter, so that's got to mean something. Verified.
Yeah. Not for my tennis, though.
Service advantage, second gallery.
Nice return.
Juice.
You'll be surprised to know the score's juice again. We've been here a while.
Chase. Worse than 3, juice.
Great play from Camden. Good to get back into position after scrambling for that. If anyone's learning the game, and we all should be, is and looking for tips. Just watching how Cam keeps moving after he hits the ball to get back and ready. And then a nice hit there. A nice tweet here from Stuart Levitt, who's a member here at Prested, talking about the stripes. We mentioned the BFG, which he remembers. He says he's got names for the others as well. And Lewis says he remembers you being here when you were about 12 years old. Just a couple of years ago.
Advantage, receiver, chase worse than 3.
Hello, Stuart. Great to hear from you.
Camden's advantage.
Lost the chase.
Lost the chase. We're back to juice.
Juice. Service advantage.
Rob's advantage.
Fantastic drill from Rob.
And takes the first game. It seems weird in a match that spans 3 days and 13 sets, potentially, to talk about games being important, but that one was Rob stopping Camden's momentum there.
Getting himself off to a good start.
And he's won 3 of the last 4 games, just he lost the set in between.
Stroke.
Just a stroke there by the sounds of it. Ryan Carey filling us in. Man with the headsets and all the answers.
And about 300 camera angles. Yeah, good choice to go straight there. They've been forcing and boasting, and then suddenly a simple shot down the middle and caught Rob out.
More success with that cut volley.
Yep, 1 game all. See if Rob can settle down the service end.
Hazard, first gallery.
Sorry, commentator's curse there.
Yeah, almost definitely not looking for that hazard chase. But,
No. I don't know, these great champions do things we don't expect, but yeah, that probably wasn't deliberate.
Get that on the stat board, Mr. Lintop.
Done it.
The numbers man. Slightly different serve there from Rob. It's worked there.
Yeah, took the pace off, didn't he?
Cam just dragging that cut volley into the net. Another winning gallery for Rob and a fist bump.
Yeah, almost a gift, Jim. Cam did well to get that back, but that was only going one place from the moment Rob saw it. So we've had a tweet from somebody who's at Something Living. Hello, whoever you are. Wants to know which court in the US plays most similar to the one here at Prested. Lewis, you're our Prested expert. You've toured as well. What do you think?
I mean, Prested's a pretty unique court, so there's none that I would say that similar. But that being said, there's one other court in use with a glass wall at the moment, and that is the court, Prince's Court, Washington DC, which is soon to be no longer in use. But I think for me that's got to be the most similar to here at Prested.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to the new court at Westwood just down the road. They're opening shortly. Camden to serve.
Great question there though from Something Living. Keep them coming in. Hashtag RTWC 2022.
Clinical. Fighting back. That's 15-40. Of course, if you're in the US and you're watching and listening and you have thoughts about what compares to Prested, do let us know as well.
Another cut volley winner for Rob, getting the racket error from Camden. And goes ahead in the set, 2-1.
Receiver leads by 2-1.
Yeah, you get a sense the players are sort of content to trade blows at the minute.
Absolutely. And again, just Cam serve, just allowing Rob to hit some more cut volleys a little bit more aggressively than beforehand. I'm sure he'll be looking to tighten up a little bit, get Rob boasting again. There goes another spectator.
Yeah, that's why there's fewer up there than in previous days of the challenge.
Having a bit of success working the balls into the corner, Cam making a few racket errors that you normally expect to see him get back.
Right down.
Can he use it? Camden. The ball came at pace, done well to soften that and land it on the floor.
Okay.
Not easy to do.
Crowd keen to cheer every point for Rob. That was
40-15.
out of court by Camden. Rob for the lead, for the 3-1 lead. Balls everywhere, and that is 3-1 to Rob. And has there been another time in the match where he's opened up a 2-game lead? Maybe in the third set on day one, but it's been rare, and you can hear the Prested crowd getting behind him.
Receiver leads by 3 games to 1.
Crowd enjoyed that one, I feel.
Yeah, lovely lazy shot that, wasn't it?
That got pretty nasty. Obviously in the UK you still can't touch the net, so that racket touched the net, Cam loses the point. So he did well to avoid the net and still find the ball right in the corner. Very well played. What fantastic speed to get there.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anyone else in real tennis that's getting to that ball and finds the nick and a third love lead. Surprised he didn't leave that. I think that was maybe a hazard chase. He full stretch against Camden, who's going to get more or less everything back.
Yep.
I'm surprised he didn't leave that ball.
I know, but you always imagine hitting the hazard chases down to chase one, don't you? I'm sure even Rob does.
Wants to chase there though. Fed up at that end.
Yeah,
move
good
on.
tennis.
And that gives me a great opportunity to talk about someone who also has soft hands and a soft volley. Josh Dodgson has got in touch. Really enjoying the streaming and the commentary. Loves the sound of Chris Lintot's voice by the sounds of it.
Excellent. Good stuff. At least somebody does.
His prediction 7-6 Rob, so he wants to see it go all the way. And I'm sure the fans here would also love to see a lot more tennis. I don't think they're done yet.
Yeah, that would be a popular result, I'll tell you that.
Receiver leads, chase the last gallery. Last gallery.
We've seen this pattern. Camden ahead in the game, Rob fighting back. Can he maintain his momentum? Camden gets it, 2-3.
2 games to 3.
Ball being returned from the spectators. Somebody nearly got a souvenir there.
Got to watch this Prested crowd. They'll do anything for one of the balls.
perfectly placed, out of Rob's reach. Good chase in the corner.
Chase worse than 4. No strokes. No strokes, worse than 4. Big call, something there. One ball. Up.
Well, Cam's putting everything into those shots, isn't he? Sort of.
I think you've got to at this level. You know, if you're going to trouble either of these players, you've got to hit a ball either very hard, a lot of spin, very tight. It's got to be special to get past one of these guys.
Great defence of the grill there.
Special or very short. And a man like Rob, maybe not getting to that one these days.
Yeah. People watching from all over the place. Lisa Cato online on Twitter. She used the hashtag RTWC2022 to shout out to our colleague Ryan Carey for the excellent streaming. It's so good, Ryan. She's watching it twice, laptop and main screen by the look of things. So yes, one satisfied customer.
Looks like we've got another in from the Royal Melbourne Tennis Club. Looks like they're having a very good time there. Lovely club. Lucky enough to spend time there for the recent Australian Open. Shout out to all the guys there. We've got Frankie, Johners, Chappers, John Casey. Hope you're all enjoying it, and we'll see you very soon.
Camden winning gallery wins the chase. It's another of those crucial games, this one, isn't it? It's a 3-2, Camden coming back. Wants to stem momentum, get back on top. Trademark Rob to climb the wall then, but Cam's saying it was out.
Is it like Camden thought that one went out?
Yeah, Drew does not agree by the look of things.
I don't know if you thought that hit or went through a beam.
I didn't hear anything. You can go through the beams here, which would be out. That's in, is it?
That's in here. Through the beams is in.
Maybe that's what happened.
We found out the other day from Mr. Hobbs, head pro here. Shout out to Mark.
Rob hits the dead on. Suddenly 40-15. And a chance to restore his 2-game lead in this crucial set.
Great read, but
Camden took the pace off that.
30-40.
Maybe too little too late. Turned in. Very difficult ball to hit going across your body like that. Even for Fahey. Got himself a chase, get up the service end.
Yeah, we saw this on day one as well. Rob content to take chases of last gallery and so on, just to get up the service end, give himself a bit of a break between points. It really is hard watching this to remember that there is such a significant age gap between the two players. Rob's been doing this for so long, but he's going toe-to-toe with Camden, keeping the ball moving.
Yeah, absolutely incredible effort from Rob. I'm not convinced we're going to see anyone else quite like him certainly in the near future. He's doing an incredible job and is best player ever in our sport.
And revolutionised the World Championship as well. He was responsible for lots of the moves to make the challenge regular, to set up the format, to qualify and so on. That's from his generosity. He's not feeling hugely generous on court today, I don't think.
I think he wants this one.
Ball safely returned to the basket. Second serve coming up.
Beautiful shot, gets the game 4-2, takes a 2-game lead, a pivotal moment.
Game for server. Server leads 4 games to 2.
I thought it Hazard, yeah.
Hazard half yard ball left from Cam.
Yeah, lucky to get away with not being punished for that wayward shot earlier.
Yeah, the timber here does lend itself. If you hit from a wide angle, it will go into the hazards quite regularly. Cam obviously knows that after his time practicing here. Or left. All quality.
Yeah,
every single shot in that rally was pinpoint.
But suddenly it's Rob moving Cam around the court. The opposite of what we were seeing in the long rests in the first of today's set. It's Camden who's scrambling, it's getting things, but Rob's staying still, keeping the ball moving.
Looks like we've got another tweet in from Stuart Levitt. He's offering anyone that gets it through 2 beams, he's going to buy them a beer. SLC, as he's known to his friends, just stick it on his tab. I've been doing the same thing for years.
Hazard half a yard. 15 love receiver. Hazard half a yard.
Another bando for Fahey on that main wall, and it's kept the ball in play. Cam's gone on to hit a grill in that rally.
Yeah, 2 things we saw a lot of earlier in the day. 15 all in the 7th game of this 10th set. Railroad defence grill. Don't know if he meant that to go in the grill, but that's the result. And it's his 5th grill of this set.
Very good shot, and both players want this one. It's the vital 7th game. We've had a little bit of chat about this before. Very important game. Difference between 5-2 and 3-4 is huge.
Game just a yard off the pace there to get to that.
I think maybe the thought of leaving it for Hazard might have crossed his mind, but I think it was going to go into the strokes and he had to play it. Just decided a bit late, and we're there at 3-4. Very tight stuff.
It's got to be going through Camden's head that he's 3 games from the championship. For all, you try and concentrate on the point. He's close.
Nice as it bounces off the glass there.
Yeah, scooping from Camden right in the corner again.
No chase.
Slightly different serve from Camden there. Brought Rob out quite wide. Stopped him from hitting the main wall. I would have thought Camden had done better with that volley.
Tracy was looking for.
Camden there, looking at the Duracell bunny.
Yeah, he was
right and centre.
forward and back, reading that ball.
Rolling over on those forehands as well, just keeping the ball low. If he finds a nick there, it's going to help it stay low. Rob did very well to stay in that rally as long as he did.
Okay.
Team Fahey enjoyed that one.
Yeah, they're down behind winning gallery at that end of the hazard end. Team Cam just by the net post in the hazard end. As we saw there, we've got another question from Something Living who asked about the protocol for the balls here. They're actually one set used for the whole of the match. So this is the set they started with on Sunday, made for the 2020 challenge, which never happened, by Steve Ronaldson, who for many years from Camford had made the balls for the World Championships, and this will be the last set. He's retired and moved up to Scotland, so we'll need, if you want to make balls for next year's championship, do let the IRTPA know. Oh, that's a great shot from Rob.
Fantastic shot from Rob, and that gives him the game and 5-3. Hope no one's written him off yet, because he's fully in this. Be crazy to after the years we've seen of enjoyment and tight matches we've seen from him.
Feels a bit like yesterday. Suddenly out of nowhere, Rob's got himself ahead. Yeah, that's not what Cam would have wanted.
Bit of a freebie for Rob there. Tight serve. I'm sure to get that one back. Is his head going to dip? I'm sure he'll bounce back. There's the bounce back we talked about. Very nice shot.
15-30.
Rob taking his time. Camden's turn to just miss. 2 chases though.
Just seen a picture of the bar in the Royal Melbourne Tennis Club. Looks like Frankie's opened up at, must be about 11:30 at night there. Frankie's opened up for the crowd. Looks like they're enjoying it on the big screen.
Good.
Great job, Frankie. Appreciate it.
How it should be enjoyed. There's the current score. It's a match situation. Camden ahead, but Rob fighting hard. If Cam wants this championship, he's going to have to take it from Rob. He's not letting go. Chases the door. Yeah, that's how you win a long chase. 30-all. Worse than second. 6-3 in sets to Camden. 5-3 in games to Rob. Can he take us to an 11th set here? First set point. Some Australian accents in the crowd cheering him on.
Chase, I believe. Oh,
yeah, chase two.
A good one. I think some people in the crowd thought that might have been a stroke in the set, but as ever, Drew's never wrong.
No, and we give you the best view here on the stream, so you could see that perfectly.
And we can certainly hear a pretty loud foot stomp from up top. There's a lot of noise coming from up there.
Yeah, Team Prested right up above us.
Feels like we're going to be landed on if they keep stomping on the floor so hard.
Just extraordinary. All the talk before the match was that if Rob could win the first set, maybe he's in it. He lost that first one to Camden, and here he is with a chance to take the second of the day.
And there it is. Second set of the day, Fahey. Gives it the big fist pump. Crowd loving it. Some Aussie chants going. It's always the Aussies, you've got to watch them. And that's 4 sets to 6 for the day.
What's interesting is that's pretty restrained compared to Rob's other win when he won sets the other 2 days. We had the number one, we had him soaking the atmosphere here, back to business.
Absolutely, he knows he needs a bit more than that. Needs 3 back-to-back before Camden can get 1 if he's going to get this championship.
Yeah, he's done many extraordinary things in his career. If he wins from here, this will top the lot. But he's gonna give it a good go.
Chase. What's the yard? 15 up.
So 2 quick chases as we start this 11th set. Stats from the previous one for targets. No winning galleries in set 10, but Camden dominating the target hitting. 5 grills taking him to an overall 8-5 over Rob, who split his time between the dead on the grill. Oh, and sorry, 1 winning gallery. But it's Rob that took the set. Can't always win by hitting the big points.
That's the key number that counts, isn't it?
Isn't it? Well, that and 6-4, current state of games. Wonder how Camden's feeling. There must be nerves. There must be nerves as you watch Rob come back once again.
Beautiful force to beat worse than the yard.
What he needed.
Crowd winning him on.
30 love. Chase the last gallery.
So subtle.
15-14.
Lovely finish from Camden there, sliding it down the line, over the high part of the net.
Yeah, gets it back to Juice. This is a crucial game. Since he was 5-1 up in the first set, Rob's won 8 games to Cam's 4. So Cam needs to stop the bleeding, get on top in this next set.
Read that well. Came all the way around the angles, did well, but couldn't quite get over.
Yeah, the glass wall, it slid off that wall, didn't it? Kept it back against it, made it difficult.
That's Camden getting the first game of the 11th set.
How crucial could that be? There's a point where Rob looked like he was running away with that one, and it would have sent the crowd wild, I think. But Cam just ahead here. Matter of inches there. Cam missed the grill. Rob puts it in the net. Nerves, tiredness, stress.
Stress is watching.
Yeah, I don't think it's nerves from Rob though. Maybe the other two.
What a boast there from totally behind him. Again, it's reminiscent of day one, that cut volley working very well when he gets a chance to play it.
40-15.
Yep. Cam has to find a serve to cut that out. That's pretty clinical.
30-40.
First job, save this game, take it to Juice. Put the pressure back on Rob. Next job, take the game.
Juice.
Point by point.
Very good serve from Camden.
Yeah, that did everything as it came off. We had such a good angle of that.
Geeing himself up here, very happy to have got back from 45 down, back to his ad.
No, that's the
So
game. So 2-love. Cavoli, same result.
Yeah, I mean, historically Cam's got such a good track record of getting those back, but a couple of times in the phases of this match he's struggled.
Rocket there.
Fahey rocket. Straight as Cam's forehand volley. Too quick for him to deal with.
Yeah, Rob's putting the emphasis on speed for those today, going straight down the middle, all to Cam's forehand and still getting success with them.
Last gallery.
Ooh, that one's hopped into the last gallery. A little bit fortunate.
30 love.
Yeah, still counts. Good tennis, gets the chasing.
Gets
He'll be
the
pleased for a
serve
serve. First time in a while.
He has been stuck down that end for a little while now, yeah.
Good.
Cam just overrunning that ball. I think he thought it was going main wall and overran it and had to tip it side.
Yeah, and off the roof, and that means it is 40 love to Rob. I'm just going to say before we get to the questions that it's remarkable to realise how well these two know each other's game. I've just been doing the calculation. Never mind the opens and all the rest of it. This is now the 54th set of championship tennis they've played against each other.
Wow.
Over the years. So there's not much new in the locker, but it's great to watch.
Question for you, Chris, as the astronomer by day. Been asked by Josh Dodgson and Adrian Kemp at the R&T. Can you say how the night sky might suggest a certain result today?
That's astrology, and they get paid more than we do. So I forecast good tennis. I think that's the key.
That's the forecast. We've heard it here first.
Game server.
Well, not many people would have forecast this. It's 1-2. Rob still fighting. Sorry, 40 love. I know I was right the first time. 1-2. Stop watching the scoreboard.
Go with your gut, Chris. That's the ball. That dead weight ball just doesn't bounce off the glass in the same way. Rob knows that and hit a beautiful winner down there.
Yard worse than last gallery, 15 love.
Cam clearly content to lay chases, get the serve. Though I don't get the sense he's having the most success down this end. Down the service end, it's still the place to be. Taking a hazard chase.
Rob did well to get on back, bounced awkwardly, Cam's left it for a hazard. So, Chris, we've got a question here. What's on the agenda after the match? So, Josie Tam watching in Melbourne with the crew there. I got the time wrong. It's actually gone midnight in Melbourne.
Excellent. Well, good work to be there. Well, the presentation will follow immediately after whatever turns out to be the final set. We'll get people onto court as quickly as possible, hear from the players, and see the World Championship trophy presented. So we'll get that to you on the stream.
Got that to look forward to.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I think there's also a black tie dinner for the locals.
Well, that's true. That's harder to get to if you're in Melbourne, but yeah, I'm sure they'll do something at the club, especially if the Australian is victorious. Might be here a few hours yet, of course. There's still plenty to go in this match.
Get Frankie to cook you guys breakfast. That's got to be the shout. Him and Joseph, get them in the kitchen, get them cooking up a storm.
15 all. Hazard chase. Hazard better than second gallery.
return. That's how you deal with that.
And what was quite a tight serve in fairness to Cam, but Rob dealt with it well.
Yep. Targets coming more sparingly this set. We're seeing longer rests. We're seeing a few more forced errors. It's another of those crucial games. You talked about the 7th game earlier, the 4th one, big deal as well. 3-1 versus 2-all.
Hazard chase.
Ball from the Tambo out for Hazard chase. Touched on that earlier, the angle of the Tambo does leave more hazards here. A little bit unlucky from Camden there. I think most courts that's going to be a stroke. Good defensive volleys from Cam there.
And some excellent G'ing up. Some good shouting at himself.
Absolutely.
He'll always back himself, but it's nice to see the passion on court. There's no doubt, having sat and watched them as they... See, there's sporting real tennis for you. The return of a sweaty wristband from one competitor to the other.
Absolutely. It's all smiles there, these two players. I think it's been touched on before. There's an awful lot of respect between the two players. You know, Cam knows that Rob's the best player there's ever been. I'm sure he's going to be trying his best to make a dent in that. But, you know, and Rob, they've played a lot. You know, you've touched on the
absolutely
games. Cam's pretty much undefeated in open tennis since 2013.
But this is Rob's fallout. I was very struck by what he said after winning in 2018. He said that he used to think he owned the World Championship trophy, and now he realised he'd borrowed it. He'll definitely want to hang on to it if he can.
He's going to want to borrow it for a bit longer, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wide plays, receiver leads 40-30. Hazard better than half a yard.
Unbelievably close to getting that. He read it well.
Yeah, he was right there. But that's Camden's point. That's 3-1 Camden.
Putting away a little bit. What can Rob bring out the locker to stop him?
Yeah, this is for the second time. He's 3 games from the championship. This time, he's got clear water between him and Rob.
Lobbing over Camden there. I think it was grill bound. Had to hit it.
15 up. Hazard chase, a yard. 15 up.
Slightly overhit cut volley from Camden. Rob's hit underneath the grill and it's just spat out to a hazard chase.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier that of all the bits of the court, that plays differently. It can bounce out, it can kill the ball. It's not a bad place to aim for.
We touched on it a bit before on day one. It was previously glass, and then I'm sorry to say it was me that broke the glass one shot, and it was replaced with concrete, and that does give us some slightly unusual bounces.
I love the fact that you've had this profound influence on this World Championship match just in the past.
Yeah, more by luck than judgment, I think.
She'll call it the Lewis Williams Wall. Little plaque needed, I think.
We've had Henman Hill, Murray Mound,
Williams Wall.
Williams Wall.
Williams Wall, nice. Not utterly sure I'd ask Cam how he feels about that right now.
15 15 love receiver, hazard a yard.
Perfectly targeted. Good tennis.
30 love chase 2. Sorry, better than 2. What's the chase? 15, 30.
Read that. Strong leave. Feels tense, doesn't it?
It does, it does. Reminiscent of the last set on day 2. Done enough. Team Fahey on their feet, shaking the winning gallery.
I was about to say that Cam has got on top of the crowd again and is in control.
Just when you think that, Rob pulls something out of the bag, gets them fired up again.
40-15, crucial points. Quarter chase. Rob won't mind that at all.
Keep those tweets coming, guys. It's hashtag RTWC2022. We'd love to hear where you're watching from, who you're watching with, score predictions, questions. Keep us entertained. Although, that being said, tennis is doing a pretty good job as it is.
It's pretty fast paced as well, isn't it? Not too long between points, no faffing about with fouls and things.
Yeah, there's not been many shirt changes or court sweeps. Both players pretty happy to get on with it and get stuck in, which has been meant for a lot of exciting tennis. Crowd on their feet there behind the glass wall. Everyone enjoying this.
Game to server.
Fantastic serve from Rob there. Hand up to apologise, so maybe a bit of good fortune, but
brings him back into the set. 2-3.
Game 3.
fantastic shots in that rest. Camden did so well and tight underneath the gallery to keep that ball tight down the line. Straight at the man. Rob did well to avoid it.
Yeah, sometimes the simple shots work. We're coming up to 4 o'clock here, so not far off heading into the third hour of today's play. It's been pretty even throughout, much more even than I think most people were expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. There were a lot of calls from people saying if Rob wins the first set, we could be in for a game.
Otherwise,
if not, it's going to be a whitewash. But it seems Rob's, doing a very good job here. The last set, obviously, he won, and this set it's been very tight. Can he give us a bit more tennis? Let's see.
A yard worse than last gallery.
Just a little bit subdued at the moment.
Yeah.
Not moving quite as quickly as I see him often. Maybe just getting his thoughts together, getting ready for another good go at it. Just a little bit of a lull at the moment.
Yeah, sort of not switched off, but Rob is hitting shots that Cam is content to leave or to gesture at.
Momentum's gone Rob's way at the moment.
I think Cam knows there's a long way to go.
get off the tabber from Rob there. Great read, but Camden's ball just did enough.
Just caught him out there, didn't it? Oh, yes. And look at the crowd on the right there. Look at the reaction as we go to 3-all in the 11th set.
There, the foot stomp. We've got Nick Warner jumping up and down.
Well done, Nick.
I'm loving it.
It's almost exasperation from Cam, isn't it? It's sort of, I think he is perhaps that he can't quite believe that Rob's still fighting.
Yeah, something looks a bit awry with him. Maybe it's like you say, a little bit of frustration that he's still having to work so hard for this. But you know, we've seen it before. I'm sure he's going to keep working, and we'll see.
Oh, what a rest.
Couldn't quite make its way over. Trying to blow it over.
You know, we've talked so much about Rob's age and about the physical stresses of his challenges. It's hard to remember that Cam has played, at this point, 10 and a half hard sets of tennis, and he's being made to move by Rob. He's been made to run from end to end and keep going. It's got to be taking stuff out of him as well. So.
Fantastic shot, tipping in there to the grill. And top scribbling away at the stats on the piece of paper.
Yeah, my highly sophisticated system involving.
As long as it works, Chris.
Yeah.
40-15 Cam. Is Rob going to try and get a chase here, get back at the service end?
40-15. 40-15.
Incredible from Camden there, working Rob side to side, running full width of the court.
4 games to 3.
Camden back in front, 4-3.
Another bando for Rob there. Pretty unlucky, but Cam with a great reaction volley, getting back over the net.
And winning the point. Close now.
I'm just overcrowding that one a little bit. We don't see him do that too often. Giving Rob a point there.
15-all.
I think Cam knows how close he is here. He's getting very excited each time he wins a point now.
30-15.
Yeah, cheering not just his wins, but also points where Rob's making forced errors.
It's crept over, but only as far as the hazard chases.
30-15.
Off the top.
Great serving. 40-15, one chase. Changing ends. Have we got any tweets coming in?
Yeah, just while they're changing, I want to say hello to Alex Hilton, who tweets that he's enjoying the stream and loving the tennis while standing in what is a 6-hour queue for the lying in state of Her Majesty the Queen in London. So, Alex, sending you regards and best wishes in what's been a pretty extraordinary week here in the UK. We've had our minute's silence before each of the day's play, but there is no silence here in Prested right now as the crowd get behind Rob.
And perhaps we've got foot stomps, it's all going on here. Generally above us.
Worse than 2.
There it is, that bit of concrete. The Williams wall.
The Williams wall does the Williams wall have another role to play in this championship? It's kept Rob in this game. 30-40 in the 8th game of the set. Oh, it's a shot. Just took his time. He seemed to have all the time in the world on the ball there. Sent it down towards the corner. Do want to make sure I've said hello at least once to Chris Ronaldson, who I'm sure is watching from his desk at Radley, former world champion. I'm looking forward to his analysis when I get home, looking slightly less forward to his analysis of my analysis, but I hope you're enjoying our thoughts out there as we come down to the tight end of this championship. Number one, says Rob. Number one, straight to camera. And it's juice, of course it's juice.
The crowd loved that one, as did the commentators.
Yeah.
Everyone stood up. What a shot.
That was the wall again.
Server's advantage.
Now we've named it, it seems to be finding favour. Cam's advantage. Taken within one game of the World Championship. Cam turned straight to his crowd in the corner there. It is 6-4 in sets. It is 5-3 in games. Camden Riviere is 4 points away from taking back the championship he lost to Rob in 2018.
Oh, he's nearly got that over. Incredible shot from Rob. Fans going cheer for cheer out there.
Yeah. Rob's not going down without a fight, is he?
Route 1. It's direct, but it's successful. 30 love.
30 love.
Camden just has to wait for the storm to pass, I think.
Court, 15-30. Okay.
Out court. 15-30.
Oh, another 40-15.
fourth dead on of the match. Sorry, of the set, of course. It feels like we've lived a match in the last 30 seconds or so.
There we have it.
Takes the game.
4 games to 5. A lot of forcing, and again, a lot of success with it. Racket errors, head-ons.
Pressure.
A lot of pressure.
When you're serving for the championship.
Camden knows how close he is here, but it only adds the pressure on his shoulder.
He also knows exactly what's coming this point as well. It's going to be more of the same, I'm sure.
I'm sure as well.
There's one. 15 love.
Only 3 points away. What can Rob come up with? Slight change up there.
Yeah. You can see Camden was tensed and ready, but Rob
Sticks a little
has
bit
a
of doubt
chase.
in Camden's mind next time he winds up. Gets a good chase. Good tactics.
Ooh. 15 all and a good chase in the bank. If this gets to 5 all, this place is going to explode.
Oh, those last 2 were so close to getting over. But not quite.
He was there and ready, but Rob's returns were just too good.
15.
Whoa, what brilliant play!
Wow.
What points of the court? Saying something like that's the Williams wall, I'm sure. But no, that was an amazing point. There you go, that game.
What a flick. Got it back. Camden's just found the net tape.
It's one of those you didn't expect it back, makes the mistake. Both players taking a little bit of time.
We've got 40-15 Fahey. Chase worse than the yard.
And 5-4 Camden.
Are we going to see a 5-all here?
If we do, are we going to see 5-6? Camden focused. Rob enjoying himself. A few bounces for the American, trying to show he's still got energy left. Here comes the serve.
Gates the server.
5-all.
Chase, we're at 5-all. Hold on, everybody. Huge game.
Five games all.
Oh, that one crept over. Bit of help from the net tape.
I was just thinking this is the third 5-all set of the match. Rob's taken both of the others.
Could it be a sign of things to come? Let's wait and see. First point Fahey in this 5-all game.
15 love.
Dirty Love Fahey. Tension is extremely high in the building at the moment.
I don't think there was anyone in the club, including Rob, who didn't think Cam was going to win this set.
30 up.
But they believe now. What a great couple of shots from Camden, that first one in particular.
Yeah, really good dig off of Tamba, kept the ball tight. Rob tried to wedge his racket down the line, couldn't quite get under it. Very big point this one.
15-30, one chase pending.
Nerves of steel from Camden there. Backhand volley to the dead on to bring up 30 all. Very, very good tennis. Missed the dead on. Rob then covers it, finds base of Tamba. Racket error from Camden. 40-30 with a chase. Set point to the current world champion, Rob Fahey.
Okay, Lewis, you're Camden. What do you serve?
The worse than 6. Good question. I mean, for me, day 2, he had such good success with that bobble. Rob boasting out, and then leaving Camden to play the court. I think if it was me, that's what I'd be going for. He's changed it up a little bit today.
40-30, worse than 6.
Oh, such control.
Here we are, 5-all juice.
Of course it's juiced. That, from Rob, means that it is advantage Riviere. It is a first championship point. Here we go.
Service advantage.
Saved it.
Back to juice. 5-all juice. Foot stomps above us. Great volley from Camden brings up his second championship point. The tension.
That was a rest. Reminiscent of that last point of Tuesday's. Chances for Camden there.
Great defence from Rob. Managed to stay in it somehow. Beautiful play.
Chase better than 3, juice.
As a chase. Better than 3.
Advantage Fahey. It's a pretty decent chase to defend. Cam will be heartbroken if he doesn't get across the line in this set now.
What Rob is attempting to do is extraordinary. Only one person's ever won 4 sets in a row on the last day of the championship. No one's ever won the championship by doing so. Rob All he has to do is defend better than 3 to take the lead 2-1 on the day and bring it back to 5-6. What a player. What a match we've got.
Service advantage, Chase better than 3.
Fault. I don't know how Rob's done that. He has won the 11th set, to the joy and jubilation of almost everyone here at Prested.
6-5 Fahey in that set. What a masterclass of retrieving. Camden hitting perfect length on every one of those balls to the last one. He just found the net tape. And that's 6-5 Fahey, bringing us back to 5-6. Camden still 1 away. Can Rob take it to a decider?
2-1 on the day. He's leading on the day on the 3rd day of the championship.
5 sets to 6. Set 12, Lovell.
Unbelievable tennis. Just unbelievable. Laughter around the court as Rob, let's just say, decides not to run for that one. Aha.
That's yours call from Rob. Nicky Howe would have been there in a doubles format, I'm sure. But in this instance, I think he'll take the chase.
It's a mental game now. Can Camden reset after everything that's happened
No strokes.
from having 2 championship points?
No strokes.
Can he
last
reset?
gallery.
Can he refocus?
Last gallery.
Can he put Rob under pressure? That's what he needs to do.
No strokes, last gallery. No. On the chase. 15 love chase better than 2. All.
Go Cam.
$30, 15.
Another fantastic shot from Fahey, really keeping the pressure on Camden. He must be furious not to have won that previous set.
I don't know about you, my heart is still racing. How they're still playing, I'm not sure. Camden into the grill. It's a pattern we saw early on, less so in the last set. He'll need more of that.
Another fantastic rest there. That cut volley from Rob just over a whisker. Started what was a fantastic rally, eventually bringing Cam's advantage.
Lovely slow shot.
Great change of direction, Rob. I think he lined up for Cam's forehand corner and then turns at the last minute into the backhand. Very high intensity here, heart still racing. I know mine is, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The tension at that 5-all with set points, championship points, and then that long rally to finish it.
You can see here in the replays the Prested crowd going wild up top.
Yeah, well, why not? It's their local player.
Absolutely. One quick tweet we've got from Nino Moroda. Mr. Ronaldson's been watching for the past 2 hours, wandered into the dead-ons to mark for a couple of the next generation just before we mentioned him. All tennis is good tennis. Shout out to Chris and Nino at Radley. Hope you're both enjoying the tennis. Back to Juice. Who's going to get foothold on this set? What an angle. Fahey special, backhand, winning gallery down the line. We've seen him finish championships with that sort of shot. Is he going to get a chance to do that today? Not too fussed about running after that one. I think he'll let Cam take the serve and try and beat it from that end.
Melbourne are cracking into the coffee, which seems like a good idea. Javelin Jams on Twitter says that they're only 41, but considering heart medication after that last game, pint does nicely, I think, but not for the players. Here we go. Advantage Fahey. Juice.
Advantage server.
Another grill there. And back to Juice.
Back to that cut volley again. A lot of success with it throughout this tournament. And he'll be looking to put that into good use from now on in.
Yeah, this is where the players will want to get on top.
Last gallery, Juice.
Just done well from there.
Yeah.
Bit of chase.
Floated it
point.
across. Yep. You've got a feeling if Rob's serious about the next two sets, he's got to get out of points first. I think conserve his energy for when it's really needed. That shot though, that's pure adrenaline.
I think adrenaline's going to be pumping through him at the moment. I think he's going to be, working off that for now, and to see if it's enough.
Regular stamping coming now above us. those behind the glass wall on their feet. Drew's never been applauded for moving a basket from one end to the other, but he deserves that. Well, what a point. You were sitting there just saying how good that was with every stroke.
Fantastic retrieval from Camden. Rob looked like he had a ball on a string. Just couldn't quite find the gallery when he needed it at the end there.
First game Camden.
Last gallery.
Gallery to secure the serve. Seeing a lot of that at the moment.
And again. Last and then the door. Fine chases, but a chance perhaps for Rob to put Camden under pressure. We saw this pattern in the last couple of sets where Camden would go ahead and then Rob would fight back into games using everything he had. I think Rob's fans will be wanting to see him get ahead in games, give himself a chance to breathe a bit, not put every point on the line.
No strokes, last gallery.
Popped over. Always risky going to that right-hander's forehand corner.
Yeah.
Cam, even on his backhand, is going to get over to those galleries to win a chase like that. Good shot. Good defence from Cam. Bloody love to get a two-game buffer between him and Rob here.
And Rob Fahey dead now. Stroke. Sorry, Trace. Apologies.
Was called down by a marker. Well spotted. Eagle-eyed Andy Lyons.
There are those timbre hazards. The most frustrating shot in tennis, I feel.
Absolutely. It's not a nice one. Other than when you always hit those flush back walls against me, Chris.
That's nice of you. I shall buy you that beer, well, in 2 sets' time, maybe.
Shout out to my assistant pro, Chris Ailey. Should be working, but must be watching this instead. So, unbelievable scenes at the Real Tennis World Championship. I hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, make sure you're stitching a ball or something whilst you're watching.
See, that's the kind of insight you get from the pro commentator.
That P45 will be on his way, if not.
I'm muttering about beer and you're thinking about stitching balls. Rare fault.
Yep. chase, 30 all.
Good defensive volley from Fahey, and loses it the next ball. 30 all, Hazard half a
30 all,
yard.
Hazard, half a yard.
Watched it well, read it. Too good.
I think Camden looking at the referee there, suggesting that Railroad might have been a fault, but both players played it. Rob ended up winning it, 40-30.
And the game, 1-1. They're psychological blows at the minute. Their game's on Rob's side of the ledger for sure, but they're also statements that he hasn't given up, that he's fighting this and that Cam's got to find a way to beat him.
Absolutely, and every time he does get a game on the board, or even a big point, that crowd just getting fired up again. I think to play against that has got to be tough, and there's no doubt about it. The majority of the crowd are Fahey supporters here today, and it's got to be frustrating for Cam every time Rob wins a point. They're pretty loud.
That's
a fantastic get. I think Rob thought that point was over.
Yeah, just thinking back to that first set where we were talking about Rob stretching his calf and feeling uncomfortable, and Cam looking set for a straight set victory today.
It's looking pretty different to that now, isn't it?
Doesn't it? You really could cut the tension with the knife here at the minute, just in between.
Got a shout here from Tony Hollins. He's worked with Cam in the past, and definitely they've been doing lots of training together over at Boston. Tony now in New York, which is where he's watching. Should be doing some schoolwork, but he's looking to get Team Riviere fired up in the crowd. Big come on for Cam from here. It's pretty tense. I think they can tell even on the stream. But he's fully supporting Camden, and obviously very hopeful we'll get over the line pretty soon. Cheers, Tony.
The amount of work not being done by the real tennis community today is pretty large. Oh, well moved. Ball was hard. Scuttled round. Killed it on the timbre.
15 love, better than a yard.
Defending worse than one.
Lost the chase, 30 love.
Slight change up, but nearly made it, but not quite.
It's an interesting approach, just to go for different serves, try and make them hard to read, rather than day two's consistency.
Fantastic get from Camden. Rob then trying to lob it over his head, ultimately ending up with chase the second gallery.
And a Fahey down. 3 in this set already.
15-30.
Good choice from Cam there. Rob just covering the grill and turned a corner. Fat boast from Cam from the service end. Ultimately what was needed to win that point.
Sounded different, that one, didn't it? It really got hold of it.
Bit of a whip of the wrist, bit of a squash shot into the wall. Barney Tanfield-esque out there.
Nice. The score on the screen shows that we're running out of road here. This is either the final or the penultimate set. Do send us a tweet, RTWC 2022. We'd love to hear predictions. If enough of you predict, one of you will be right. I'm not even going to try. It's 40-15 Camden, 1-1 in the penultimate set.
Good
Straight in, good shout. 2-1.
Good finish. Slotted in there nicely. Solid.
2 games to 1.
Take a 2-1 lead.
Tired shot.
A little bit there. Crowd trying to win him on. I'm sure if he strings together a few points, I'm sure he'll get going again.
That's exactly what happened in the previous set. It looked like Cam was there and Rob played aggressively, got away with it, put Cam under pressure, and suddenly the whole of Prested was alive.
Incredible backward boast from Camden there.
Yeah, did him no good at all, of course, but
I mean, sometimes it's a matter of just staying that point 1 shot longer, but it's pretty rare that shot's going to win you a point. Does well not to lose it straight away.
two good defensive shots, and
That's
then
what I mean. Fahey just comes into zone, won a couple of points. You know, as soon as he hits a few targets, confidence grows. Let's see where we go from here.
stroke, called a stroke. Rob just asking the question there.
Rob of the opinion that bounced twice before it reached his racket.
Doesn't matter, it's been called a stroke. Drew's not going to change his mind from there. 30 all.
That one was a chase.
It was.
For those.
But you know what, Rob's
Toying with them.
demeanour there, I think he thinks he can win this now.
Maybe a little bit of fire in the belly there.
He's got to realise, he's obviously given it his all throughout, but you'd have forgiven him for playing to make it a match, to show what he could do. He's got to think, it's 2-1, he's 2 sets away. He must realise that he could be on the brink of something special, even by his standards.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think there's no doubt people at home want to see more tennis. People here at Prested want to see more tennis. They're pretty riled up as it is. If he can make this close, can they will him over the line?
Great shot, great choice.
Fantastic. He went up, tried to cover the cut volley, ended up volleying that from practically behind his head on the main wall.
And cross court as well.
Cross court, fantastic shot.
It's given him 3-1.
Rob needs something special. He knows it. He's gone to the far wall. Here we go.
And staying in the point, that's enough that time.
Camden looking pretty calm and composed at the moment, playing the right shots at the right times. That was a reverse railroad volley off of the tambour from Rob there. Incredible shot. I know Cam's gone back to the bobble for the most part here. Had a lot of success with that in day 2. Seems to be doing well again.
And so suddenly the gap seems to open up again. We've seen this in each of the last 3 sets. Will it stick this time?
Game 4 games to 1. Camden leads. He's 2 games away.
And the first time he's been there with a 3-game lead as well. Is the gap too much?
How's he got under that? Incredible.
Nowhere near that one. Chase to Rob. You can see Cam thinking, just keep the ball in play. Just keep the ball in play.
Yeah, over the net, on the floor. He'll be happy with that 9 times out of 10.
Errors we haven't seen earlier in the day.
One more shot. He's obviously feeling a little bit tired now. It's been a long day. We're starting to see a few errors, like you say. We'll take that from there. He's got to come up with something special now. We'd love to see one more set. I did think from the start today, I was surprised that Cam moved from the bobble when he did. I thought we'd see a bit more of that. You know, I know he lost the last set on day 2, but let's not forget he won the first 3 to 2 and 3, pretty convincingly.
Yeah, it's the time in the match where he's been most comfortable.
So I'm surprised to see changing to high stuff and demis and side balls. I thought he'd stick with that bobble for a bit longer.
Yeah, he does know, of course, Rob had 24 hours to think about the bobble.
True, but he seems to have gone back to that and he's having a bit more success with it again. So we'll see if Rob can come up with an answer for it.
Chase the first gallery. First gallery. 15-all, first gallery.
Drew's called this one as first gallery, despite what it says on your screen. It is definitely 15-all. Doesn't matter. Camden gets it behind Rob, 30-15.
Rob did pretty well to stand inside that ball coming straight at the body.
Oh, that's a great gap by Camden.
$40-15.
40-15,
Call a
just a stroke there. Fantastic rally. That Cam getting ready to run across towards the Tambour Grill corner and then slotted it right past him.
Yeah, Rob spotted him move. You saw him change his mind. Just put the ball where your opponent is. a simple sport.
30-40.
Looks like Rob called that one stroking himself. Very good sportsmanship from them there. It's a game 5-1, Cam 1 game away with a 4-game buffer.
Gets that chase. Hitting the ball this time with confidence, with belief, I think.
He's looking, that we talk about Cam playing very well when he's feeling confident yet still very focused, and it looks like he's in that mindset at the moment. He's not missing much.
Winning gallery.
Rob saying he's not over yet. That's his way of telling us he still wants this.
Yeah.
Still going to give it everything. 15 love, one chase.
Just Cam showing there, just get that ball back over the net, make your opponent play one more ball.
Buy a lottery ticket. Sometimes you win. 50-0. Sorry, yeah, 50-0.
Couple of tired errors from both ends here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's touchdown. It's been a long week. We're in the 12th set of play here. Both players going to be feeling it.
And some long sets in there as well, including today.
Absolutely. Wow, what a rally. That is absolutely incredible from both players. The width of these shots, glued to the wall. Both players getting them back with interest, near on every time. Fantastic, fantastic tennis.
You can tell they're tired, they've forgotten there's a chase. Tennis Word on Twitter has posted some sites from around Prested and points out that we don't really need the sign up in the Clare story up above us which says watch the ball at all times. There's no one in tennis who isn't doing that right now. It's absolutely gripping stuff. We're watching one of the great rearguard actions from Rob Fahey here. Cam has now been a set away from his championship for a couple of hours.
40-15, receiver better than last gallery.
It's good tennis. Get the serve, take a moment. He's still ahead in the game. Can get this game. We know how quickly 2-5 can become 3-5, can become 4-5.
I mean, we saw a very similar set score on the last set of day 2, so set 8. Cam was 4-love up, all of a sudden 1-4, 2-4, 3-4. We saw 5-3, defended a few set points, came back into it and won that 6-5. So it can be done, especially by the great world champ Rob Fahey.
And the game.
2-5. Here we go.
It is.
Also, it's 5-6, but 3 of those sets for Rob have been 1-6-5.
Yeah, he seems a bit of a 6-5 specialist in this championship.
It's just value for money.
Helping the crowd out.
Quarter stroke there. 15 love. 3 points to go. Lovely grill from Rob there.
Oh, I think that was bandoed in from Cam. 30-15, 2 points away from the championship. Incredible forehand volley from Fahey.
Yeah, stood straight off the middle. Unplayable.
Firm, low, nothing Cam could do about that one. Sensible from Cam. I think he's had a lot of success on this end with that shot. It's important he doesn't overreach and try and hit winners too early. And that's the right thing to do for him in there. Brings up another championship point. 40-30 Cam, yard worse than last to defend.
His 3rd championship point. With a
first of this set.
Yeah, not far off the last one, which was 6. It was worse than 6, wasn't it? So similar sort of situation.
Very similar. We'll see if he plays it any differently.
Yeah.
You notice he's been going back to that bobble quite a lot since.
For the championship, Cam to serve.
There it is! You have it. Riviere wins a set 6-2, and that is the championship 7-5. We have a new world championship for 2022, Camden Riviere.
Well, the torch has been passed from the greatest player of all time, Rob Fahey, to Cam Riviere, but he made Cam work for that. He snatched the championship from Rob, and he points at Rob, and the crowd need no encouragement to cheer their man. Cam looks like it's thinking, we've got the scores which tell the story on the screen. 2 days, the first and the third, with 2-all, and then the crucial day in between where Cam took those first 3 sets, 6-2, 6-2, 6-3, looking dominant before Rob came back into the game. And when people talk about this, they'll remember the first day, they'll remember this day as the day that Rob has fought for, but it's that day in the middle that's given Cam the championship.
I mean, absolutely fantastic end to the day. I think people thought the day might be a little bit one-sided. You know, Cam was pretty close.
So things were close. You're right. Do stay with us. There will be the presentation of the trophy. And a word with both of the players on the court just as soon as things can get organised here at Prested. Let me read you the scores, so we've done this properly. I'll do the new champions scores first. So Camden Riviere versus Rob Fahey for the 2022 World Championship. It went 5-6, 6-3, 4-6, 6-2, 2-all after day 1. Then Camden came into it 6-2, 6-2, 6-3. Extraordinary final set on day 2 went to Rob 5-6, and then today's drama, Cam ahead, cruising at 6-3. 2 of the most gutsy, powerful, intelligent tennis you'll see from anyone, with Rob Fahey taking sets 10-11, 3-6, 5-6 before Camden, against stiff resistance there, finished off 6-2. And Lewis, they look absolutely done for.
I mean, who can blame him? What a day of tennis it's been today, and the championship as a whole has been absolutely fantastic. So well deserved for Camden. He's worked so hard for this. But Rob, he certainly didn't roll over. I mean, absolutely dominated at times. Those 5 all games, he won all 3 of the 5 all games, put the pressure right back on Cam and made him really work for it. It was a fantastic display of tennis from both players. We see Rob there getting hugs from Team Fahey. We've got his practice partner Nicky Howe, we've got the family, we've got Cam there, the new world champion. We've got him there with his family, his coach Dacre Stoker. We've seen Andrew Gould, Mark Hobbs, head professional here. We've got everyone there. We've got Tim Edwards taking photographs of the players as they all get ready.
Yeah, look for those online. He's an amazing photographer. There've been some great shots
from Buster Edwards.
So much interest, so well deserved. The intensity of being at one of these challenge matches, I mean, watching online, I don't know about you, but my heart rate didn't really recover after that 5-all in the 11th and what turned out to be the penultimate set.
Absolutely. I think you can probably hear from the tones of our voices how excited we get here in the commentary booth. It's absolutely fantastic thing to be part of. You can hear the crowd, you can see everything that's going on with Ryan's camera angles, Ryan Carey shouting again to him.
Absolutely.
He did a great job here in the back room, and it makes it so much better for everyone else watching.
While we're doing thank yous, we should thank Rob Schenkman, of course, who was your partner for the first couple of days. Ryan, we've talked about, who does such a great job of the streaming, so the tennis world feels part of what these World Championships belong to everyone who's ever hit a ball, I think. But the team here at Prested, from Savannah Pullman and Claire Fahey and all the other people that I will get into trouble for not mentioning, but it's been a brilliantly organised week down here in Essex, and a court worthy of the game that's been displayed on it. It's been great.
Absolutely.
We've even named a bit of it. The Williams wall will stick, I think.
Absolutely. Like you say, I think we're going to be guilty of missing some of the mentions. So thankfully we've got Alistair Curley, chairman of ARTA, and also on the World Championship Committee. He's going to be saying a few words shortly, and also I believe interviewing the players. So stick around. We'll look forward to hearing some of those.
Well, while we're waiting for that to get set up and people to file onto court, what are we about to hear from Alistair? I don't want to talk over him, but Lewis, so what point did you think Rob might do this? There was definitely a point today where I thought, this isn't just an amazing fight. There was a point where I think he started to believe as well at the start of that 11th set.
Yeah, I mean, when he won that 10th set, in my eyes, I thought it was still a consolation. When he started to pull ahead in the 11th, and when he eventually won that 11th set, all of a sudden started to think, are we going to see what would be, the biggest upset? But Cam did so well to keep his head on straight, play sensible tennis, do the right thing, and with his help from his corner, he managed to get on top.
It was tight, wasn't it? The start of that 12th set was tight. Both players not wanting to, for the first time I think in the match, we saw both players not wanting to lose it.
Absolutely.
Not just trying to beat the other, but to cling to what they had.
It looks like we're going to pass over pretty soon to Alistair Curley, so I think we're probably about to be summoned on court. So
great.
Nearly time for us to sign off. We really hope you've all enjoyed watching at home. Please stick around for the interviews with the players and the speeches from the organisers, World Championship Committee. We've got Susie Faulkner. There's a ton of people here that
we'll hear from more to the point, hear from Rob and Cam.
Absolutely.
Let's see what they made of it. Do keep talking to us and each other on Twitter on the hashtag RTWC2022. Remember that we get to do all of this again somewhere in the world next year. But until then, this has been Lewis Williams here for all 3 days, and myself, Chris Lintott. It's been a pleasure to bring you what has been an extraordinary day of tennis.
Good afternoon again, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What an unbelievable finish to the 2022 World Championship. Let's give a round of applause to both players. Firstly, we'd like to thank the lead sponsors for this wonderful tournament. Their support has been absolutely invaluable, in fact essential. So to Richard and Francis Moore and Moore Family Office, thank you so much. Thank you to all the other sponsors who have supported this week. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you to Prested for putting on a fantastic week. Thank you to Savannah and your organising committee. You've absolutely done the event proud. Well done. To Susie Polko and the IRTPA. A lot of work happens in the months that lead up to this event, and they do a huge job to make sure that everything lands this week. So thank you, Susie, and your team. Also, I think we all want to thank our young ambassadors for their great job this week. Last thank you. The people who made this such a fantastic week, all of you. Now could I ask Richard and Francis to come up and join us for the presentations? So, first, we'd like to recognise the efforts of the Marker's Assistant, our staff in Wellington, Danny Jones. And of course, indefatigable 9 times marker, Andrew Lyons. Now to our runner-up, in an incredible 26 years, 12 times you've held that trophy, Robert Fahey. just heard that another RF, Mr. Federer, has finished his career today. Or not? You sure you're going to retire? So I think we all know it's been an incredible journey, as I said. We'd love to hear a few words from you, Rob, at the end of this extraordinary career.
I'm not going to say too much because that's now Camden's job. So congratulations on that. And of course, well played. I feel like order has been restored. We have our best player as world champion, and I hope it goes really well for the future. Not too many thank yous other than to the crowd. Whoever invited Freddie Mercury and the band along today. It's a big help, definitely worth a set. But there's a few more thank yous to say, I'm sure, but they won't come out, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But just thank you all for coming, and I'm very glad I was able to put on a spectacle worthy of this event.
Camden Riviere becomes only the 5th person to twice win the World Championship after not winning it. The 5th player to come back and regain the world title. A phenomenal effort. Congratulations, Camden Scott Riviere. How do you feel?
I think I'm not the only one that's ready for a beer. Wow. You visualize these things, and I've been visualizing this since 2018, being back here, and when you actually get out here, it's a lot of things going on. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the crowd. I think I am lucky enough to have been a part of 2 of my all-time favorite matches here. The World Doubles in 2017 or something like that, and now this World Singles Championship. You guys are insane. Prested Hall has been amazing. Thank you to Mark, the team here, everybody around the club for helping out. They've made it feel like home, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be here. I have to give a special thank you to my family, my mom, dad, and sister who were unable to make it this week. And it's actually the first World Championship I've ever played without them around. And I know they're watching back home, and I just want to say thank you to them for always supporting me and being a part of this. I'm only going to go one more thing because otherwise I'm going to lose it out here. I just want to say to Rob that I don't know how you did it or how you do it. It's absolutely incredible. And whether you're done or not, it's been an absolute pleasure to be out here with you. I've been lucky enough to be a part of so many world championships with you. And too many, I think we both would agree. But it's just absolutely astounding. You never cease to amaze me. You never cease to amaze the game. You're going to leave a big hole when you do leave, if and when. And I don't want you to think that anybody will replace that. We'll hope to do the best we can, but we're never going to have another you. And I've been lucky enough, and we've all been lucky enough to be a part of the game during that time. And it's the thing I appreciate the most about being out here. So thank you.
So we don't want you to leave just yet. We are going to take a photograph of everybody here today, so there's going to be a little bit of shuffling around over the next few minutes while we get that organised. So talk amongst yourselves and we'll get that organised.
Of course, you want to hold the trophy?
What? Should we hold it each side?
You can hold it. Why don't you hold it?
Yeah,
That
you
bad boy.
It's not going to let you have it.
One like this.
Yeah, fuck it out. It's here.
You got one like that? Oh, here we go. Hang on. going to go with the kids. Kids, come to the side.
Now you've got to jump over it.
Late arrivals.
Come on. It's important, people. Oh, it's not. Oh, you're quite standing up. Quite in the back. Prested.
Everyone can see me. If you can't see me, please. Okay, here we go. Smile. Okay, a couple more. Yeah. Okay, last few. That's it.
Drew.